What is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And of course, we're always working on a weekday as well. It's to compete for Madden League Season 79 playoffs. That's right, man. We got a really good one going on tonight, man. Two of the better Madden players in the world playing for cash and other prizes as we get you set for the top stories in the National Football League. Just had the draft last week. Now we're getting ready. Well, the combine got the draft coming up. We'll be talking about a lot of that as we put the sports in esports. It is the intersection of sports and gaming. And we're live here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Mexican sports bar right here in Bayonne, New Jersey, on a Tuesday night, live right here on YouTube, Twitch, and Stadium Sports Network. Watch Stadium Sports app and Ballet Live here from El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. We're coming inside of here, as we said, the aforementioned El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, live right here in Bayonne, right on Broadway. Beautiful part of Bayonne, man, right here in downtown. And we're talking about authentic Mexican restaurant right here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. And we got the mariachi band. You can hear them a little bit in the background. I shot some video earlier today, man, so we show you what we got here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Once again, authentic Mexican restaurant. Great food, a great atmosphere, great affordable drinks, man. The libations are definitely flowing here. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. DJs on the weekend. Of course, you got the patio and you got the Latin nights on the weekends, but it's all about a Tuesday night. The mariachi shows, man, and boy, these young men, they show up every Tuesday night, about 7 p.m. Eastern time, man. They're live here. They play all night until about 10 p.m., man. They got the great songs, great Mexican traditional songs, a lot of other Latin-inspired music as well, man. They do a great job and love the outfits there. I got to give me one of those hats, as our producer, Kevin Mamouzette, likes to say. Shout out to the guys there, the mariachi band here, live at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant in Bayonne, New Jersey. All right, let me go ahead and break my part. Play a part. My brother found another mother. 18. Dude, there's a story. Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, also quarterback in the National Football League with the Broncos and the Cardinals. JG, there's a nice story in The Athletic talking about the origins of the cadence, the color, and the numbers. I need you to check it out, bro. It's a pretty good read.
NFL, I definitely will. I can only imagine what they were saying back in the 1930s. But listen, hey, your cadence wasn't bad through the crowd noise right now. You're doing a little bachata in the background. You gotta louden it up a little bit with the cadence. You're playing at Lambeau right now.
No leaping from me tonight. I'm playing at Lambeau. But yeah, you like that blue 80. My favorite, of course. My favorite thing is 54 is the mic, man. You gotta point out the mic. If you're a real quarterback, you point out the mic, right?
Every play before the snap count. Mic check. Mic check. That's for Kev. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's for Kev.
I love it.
Love it. Yo, dude, what's your favorite dummy call? Give me a real call that you did in the football game that meant absolutely nothing. Maybe it was an inside joke or something like that.
Oh, we used to our dummy color was always yellow, so we were always yellow 50. Then we just say hey, check, Omaha. It means absolutely nothing. You're just just spewing just a bunch of just nonsense, and we just say, hey, time it. Hey, come down. You're just pointing at stuff that absolutely means nothing. Hey, can. Yeah, but absolutely means nothing to do with the offense. And the defense is like, watch play action. Nothing.
Did you ever call out a mic that was not the mic, just to mess with a corner or an end or something?
It's so funny because some offenses, when you're calling out the mic, it's not truly the mic. So sometimes you'll get a defender I'm not the mic, I'm the Will, I'm the Sam, talking back.
Yeah, but we're not accounting for you, so you are the mic.
For this play call, you are the mic. We are going right at you. Right. But no, yeah, that dialect. I wish that they had some more microphones close together. I like that NFL Films does that, but that dialect in between the trenches, as you know, some of the best, funniest stuff you could find.
Yeah, good stuff, man. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. You ready to get this thing started here live on a Tuesday night? Talk some Madden and that National Football League.
Yeah, we got a great matchup. I'm excited.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's take a look at the rules real quickly here of the Compete for Madden League Season 79. We got the playoffs here, and it should be a good one. We got all Madden competitive game style. Head-to-head, we like to call those regular teams or regs, current rosters. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5 1/4, single elimination format. Folks, you got to go home, but you do have to get the heck up out of here. How about the pricing here, because it's all about the shmoney. Total cash prize for $150 guaranteed. First place gets $100 in cash and an NFL licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Zipchair.com. They got all 32 NFL teams, all 30 NBA teams, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also college and NCAA inspired zip chairs. And folks, if you have any custom pieces, they can do that for you as well. They make office furniture, gaming desks. They've got our own. Shout out to our marketing lady out there, Tina Altadonna. At Zipchair, check them out online, zipchair.com. Second place runs about this piece with $50 cash. All right, how about the bracket here? Compete for Madden League Season 79. We got the playoffs, and we are in the conference championship games. And we'll start with the NFC. We get the AFC next Tuesday, so a couple more weeks here to go. And we're looking at JB playing with Philly. The Eagles fly. He's a two-time Madden champ. And how about Chandler playing with the Niners? Got a really good win last week. It was that Thursday over Trey the Beast with those Niners over the Commanders. So you got a couple of young, I guess we can call them young Thundercats. You got JB and Chandler. Speaking of those two young Thundercats, let's learn a little bit more about these two. Take a look at their profiles. We'll start with Chandler first. And where is Chandler? Well, damn it, he's right here. We found him right here on your screen. Chandler Cooks from the Metroplex. I'm pretty sure JG loves him some Dallas Cowboys and will probably pick him since he's down there in Dallas, Texas, in Dalworth. 22 years of age. He's a college student and multiple C4 Madden League playoff appearances. Has been playing his butt off, playing very well recently here on the Compete for Madden League. And how about the two-time champ? Jbaird has done some really good things as well. A little younger than Chandler. Jbaird from Buffalo Grove, Illinois. He's 19 years of age. Illinois State student. Last time we check, I do this every time he plays. Redbirds, right? Redbirds. Just say it. Just say it with me, folks. Redbirds, Illinois State University there in the great state of Illinois. He's a two-time C4 Madden League champ. All right, how about the standings before we get started? Got to check out the standings. Molly Pop Grapes, grapes.com, mollipopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy, folks. And folks, if you see that pink bag, you got to understand, man, you're getting the promise of some high quality produce, man. mollipopgrapes.com, grapes as sweet as candy. They make the best grapes in the world, about 20 different varieties of grapes, sweet and crunchy grapes. Check them out online, mollipopgrapes.com, grapes as sweet as candy. There I am. Andrew Richmond not joining us tonight. She is in Austin, Texas. She is still, 4 games behind me, if my math is correct. That is true. Tonight we got Nubyjas and Jarrett Guarantano, 11-7, not bad. And look at Nubyjas, 16-5, winning more than I give him 3/4 of his games there. Absolutely, he's doing a great job. Let's go ahead and bring everybody in. Speaking of Jarrett Guarantano, JGZ up the Easy for Cheesy. Nubyjas Wilborn, welcome in from Pittsburgh, PA. He's a writer for SI Sports Illustrated, SI.com. The Confluence. It's the Confluence, right? The three rivers are Nubyjas Wilborn, real quickly.
The Allegheny and the Monongahela form the Ohio.
We got to work on the one that starts with an M. One more time.
What, the Monongahela or the Monongahela? The Mahalo.
Monongahela.
Either way.
Either way.
The Ohio.
They form the Ohio.
They form the Ohio. That's the confluence there. They come in right there by the stadiums. I'm from Atlanta, but
right.
We're in the bird. We're making it happen.
That's right. That's right. And if you're ever looking for Andrew Richmond, you can find her in the A. She is in Austin, Texas. Coming back from L.A., she saw Juju Watkins and also UCLA last, I believe, was that Friday night, if I'm not mistaken. So
man,
we'll talk
they
a
had
little
so
bit about
many celebrities at that game, man. I mean,
Andrew Richmond was one of them.
Exactly. She's right up there with, you had the Miller family.
Yep.
Who literally,
Michael Wilborn. She got a picture with Michael Wilborn. We'll show that. Yep,
Reggie went to UCLA. Of course, Cheryl was at USC.
USC.
Nice little thing there, crosstown rivalry out there.
Right.
Los Angeles. So they out there living good. Shout out to Bordy out here making it happen, man.
Absolutely. I was about to say,
facts.
Michael Wilborn got a picture with Bordy, Andrew Rich. That's a good way to look at it. Let's go ahead and get your pick here on Nubyjas, since you're in Pittsburgh of the Three Rivers. Who you rolling with tonight? You got JB Or you got young Chandler. If you're looking for him, you know where he's at.
I know where he's at. And I know what's going to happen, unfortunately. And, based upon history, I'm going to go with JB there. I have no reason not to go with him here.
So are you familiar with JB's game? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I am familiar with JB's game. I'm familiar with Chandler's too, but I am familiar with JB's, and I hadn't seen that man lose yet. So, I mean.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to point out the mic. Number 2, Jarrett Guarantano. He's the mic. Number what he wore at the University of Tennessee. Jay Jeezy up the Easy for Sheezy. Who you rolling with? JB or are you rolling with Chandler?
All right, this is only going to make sense, but to you, Larry. I don't know if you remember, but Chandler's last post-game interview, I need another one of those after an upset win. So I'm going Big Chan. Look, I'm right in my hotel room. I'm looking right outside my hotel room. It's Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I'm right in Dallas with you, Chan. I need a big win. I know it's coming. Listen.
Are you in Arlington right now?
Oh, yeah. I swear to you, I'm staring right at it. It's right there. I'll bring my computer after the game. But I need Chan with the win tonight. And I need the post-game interview. I need something good.
Chan for the win.
Talk. Okay.
Okay. All right.
We here for it.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about taking Chandler. I'm like, this is one of those spots where it finally clicks. You know what I'm saying? It happens. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with JB. It's going to be closer than the experts think. I'm going to stick with JB. Black hat, brother. You see him, the black hat, that means business. It's somebody's funeral, JG. So I'm going to take JB. Go ahead.
I mean, also, it is March. And if it was Black History Month, in February, I would have taken Chandler, but,
Chandler got that Khabib Nurmagomedov. He got them MMA right. He got that hat on right now. He's feeling, look at that hat.
He's
got that big perm on. Yeah, let's go.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, man. I'm going to take JB, but it's going to be a hell of a contest, and we'll be talking to the winner at the conclusion of the game. So, Chandler playing with those Niners, and JB playing with those Fly Eagles Fly. Go ahead, guys. Lock it up right here live on Valley Live Statement Sports Network and Watch Statement Sports app as we're live here from El Aguila Dorado Restaurant in Bayonne, New Jersey. Good luck, guys. May the best man win. We'll be talking to the winner at the conclusion. Good luck. Where we at tonight? What stadium we at tonight? Aztecas. And that will be in Mexico. Is that correct? Shout out to all the good folks here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle, Mexican-inspired, authentic Mexican restaurant right here. Speaking of, wow, it was a forearm shiver right there to Saquon Barkley. Going to be talking about him a little later. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing set up. First of all, before we get started, pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Ultra Game. Check them out online, ultragameshop.com. Quality, low prices, man. And they got all the NFL licensed apparel and all the NBA officially licensed apparel as well. All 32 NFL teams, all 30 NBA teams. You can find it online at ultragameshop.com. Down to earth prices. I got this Packers little jacket right here. Shout out to our guys there at Ultra Game. Also, folks, they got streetwear, loungewear, you name it, man. Workout gear. They've got it all. Check them out online, ultragameshop.com. All 32 NFL teams, all 30 NBA teams online at ultragameshop.com. All right, back here live at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Got Jarrett Guarantano there from the University of Tennessee, volunteer quarterback. JB, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Eagles, a two-time champ. He's got the ball first. And we see Chandler at the bottom of the screen there playing with the Niners. Bang, bang, Niner game. Speaking of San Francisco, the 49ers, guys, how about our guy? That would be Deebo Samuel. Love him to death there. Basically, he's like a slash, right, for the most part, man. Can do a multitude of things back there, receiver. Does everything for those guys, runs the rock and everything else. He is going to be traded, has been traded to the Washington Commanders. Your thoughts here, JG, on the Niners sending off Deebo Samuel? There was some talk in the background. You hear rumors now about maybe him being a little overweight. He did respond to that on Twitter, or X as they call it now, saying 225 to be exact, so he was not overweight, but he's going to the Commanders. I love this move, JG. Playing with Jaden Daniels, and you get him with Scary Terry. That offense going to be scary down there in D.C. Fight for old D.C., JG.
I love this move for the Commanders. For the 49ers, I don't know why they would make such a rash decision right now with Brandon Ayuk coming off a torn ACL and some weapons that need to be decided. I think we just got
a quick score there. Go ahead.
But from the Commander standpoint, I think that this was an excellent decision to go and get a great wide receiver / running back / flex guy that they can do a lot of different things with Cliff Kingsbury calling the plays there. I think that for their standpoint, being able to have him, Brian Robinson, having Scary Terry, also having Zach Ertz, who had a really good year at tight end, along with a young quarterback, I think that this was a power move for them. You look at the 49ers standpoint, I don't think that they got enough for him, right? Like last year, if you were trading Deebo Samuel, I think last year with how his production looked, it might have been a first, second round pick, to be honest. Had a down year, kind of resorted to a fifth. Do I think that other teams would have sit there and said third or fourth? Absolutely, but maybe it was some more things behind the scenes that we don't know too much about.
That was the tweet a minute ago we just showed. He says 225 to be exact. Do you think he was a little overweight? I mean, we people see that picture of him in that Eagles jersey around Super Bowl time.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I think that
I'm never going to talk about another man's weight, but go ahead.
I think there was a big reason that his productivity was down this year, and I don't think that it was because of other guys being hurt, right? Like if Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk were hurt, I think that his productivity should have probably increased, and he probably should have had a better year. But behind the scenes, why wasn't he having such a great year, right? Like why wasn't he catching the football as well? Why wasn't he getting in and out of breaks? Who knows if that's weight? Who knows if that's some things with work ethic? Who knows? Clearly, for them to sit there and say, all right, we'll take a fifth round and he's off to a great team. I don't really understand that.
Yeah. Well,
your thoughts are in the box. Go ahead.
First of all, Jarrett obviously knows ball because he played ball on a higher level than I have.
Big league.
You know what I'm saying? Big league knows ball because he also understands how the machinations work.
Oh, love that word, the machinations. I see you, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I got to step it up because the game is up, so we got to get there, right?
Yeah.
So there are things that happen beyond the scenes, beyond the velvet rope, if you will. And this looks
what you know about the velvet ropes? You ain't never been VIP. Stop playing.
You know, I got it. I stick in with you, so you know, I do a little something. But you know, when it comes down to it, there's clearly some things at play. Now, I'll tell you what, Jaden Daniels is a happy man. Also, shout out to the Commanders just as a general thing, because look, it's amazing how an owner changes everything. Because Daniels started to own that team for 25 years, and they were, I can't even say the words.
Hot garbage. I got 2 words for you.
I was going to say something, but it almost slipped out a little quick, and I had to catch myself because I don't want the FCC fines, okay, as to how bad and putrid they were, okay, as an organization. And in 1 year...
Well, right now, this Niners defense is pretty putrid. Chandler better step it up. He's down by 2 scores. Go ahead.
Buddy. But within 1 year or two of the new ownership coming in, a new regime, they have changed it. Jaden Daniels, it seems to be a generational talent. I mean, I would love to pick Jarrett's brain on Jaden Daniels and how well he played that rookie year. I mean, because remember, what's my man in Houston last year who came out and tore everything up? Right. And I could argue
CJ Stroud
from out of Ohio State, and I could argue Jaden Daniels had a better year than him, which is hard as a rookie. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Which is the fact you can even argue that says a lot, because look at what CJ Stroud did for a terrible Houston Texans franchise up to that point. My point of all this is it's a win for Deebo. It's a win for Jaden Daniels. It's a win for the Commanders. It seems to be a potential loss for the Niners, but I got a feeling their window is closing, because I don't know how good Brock Purdy really is. I'm not saying Brock Purdy's trash. He's an NFL quarterback. Let me be very clear. But is he a Super Bowl? Can he get you a Super Bowl by himself?
We're going to find out. That's what I was just going to ask Jarrett Guarantano. He's got the chops. He's got the know-how and the knowledge playing a quarterback in the National Football League and high level in the Southeastern Conference. JG, what do you think about the 49ers? Where does this leave them? We all agree that I think the Niners might be taking a step back. Washington definitely got better. We don't know if they'll, can they compete for a Super Bowl? Absolutely. They just did it this year. Went into the number 1 seed and put a spanking on Detroit, over 40 points there. Your thoughts here on San Fran? How will they fare in 2025? You get all these people back. Bosa, these people that have been hurt. Ayukin.
Yeah, I think this move was made, and there's a plan behind this move, right? So I think that obviously you're going to have other receivers step up, and they must be very comfortable with the progression of Ricky Pearsall. Obviously, they love Jawan Jennings, the amount of times that they keep resigning him. You look
Former
at
University of Tennessee Volunteer.
Yeah, it's my boy, 15. You see Brandon Ayuk's coming back from a torn ACL, so he'll be able to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully, Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy throughout the year. And then you're also looking at having to pay Brock Purdy, and I mean that contract's going to get done sooner or later. Who knows what the number will be?
Yeah, they said they're going to get that done, so it's going to have to.
That's a lot of ifs there, Jarrett.
That's 50, right? That's 50.
No, listen. Jarrett. I think they're going to have to do some things in free agency, right? Trent Williams, right? Who knows? He's getting a little bit older at age. He wants another contract. They're going to have to do a lot of things in free agency in order to get this team back to where it was 2 years ago and prior, 2, 3, 4 years ago. They were absolutely an awesome team, one of the best in the NFL for sure. But there's a lot of things that are going to need to be added. And if they want to pay Brock Purdy that money, Brock Purdy's going to have to carry an offense.
What they got in salary cap room? Do we know?
I don't know, but I know the number that they were saying was 40 to 50 range.
Okay.
We'll see. I mean,
I thought they were
Brock
maybe.
Purdy looked at what Daniel Jones.
I thought they were sort of middle of the pack. They weren't like New Orleans Saints bat where you're like 40, 50 million over the cap, and they're not New England, which is 130 million, somewhere around there, 125, 130. Not Oakland. Vegas is up there.
I'm looking at over the cap right now as we speak. The 49ers, they're about mid-tier.
Yeah, I said somewhere in the middle, somewhere between 12 and 16.
Cap space.
Yeah.
Not bad, and they're moving Deebo, so they'll be able to make some things shake.
Well, yeah, according to over the cap, for whatever that's worth, because they're not exactly on the same, but it's an accurate range. They have them at 33.8.
Okay. So about roughly 35 million, somewhere around there, 35 to 40 million dollars. Jarrett, you were right. Go ahead, Jarrett.
They're just gonna have to add pieces. There's gonna have to be additions to productivity. They're gonna have to draft very well, which I wouldn't be surprised with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. They're two of the best evaluators in the game of football, to be honest. So there's just gonna have to be a pickup in productivity, whether that's with guys with not big contracts and Kyle Shanahan having to out-scheme a lot of players or add a lot of teams, which I wouldn't be surprised with. Brock Purdy's going to have to take the load for the rest of the 49ers offense, right? Like, that's just what it's going to have to come down to. They're going to wind up paying him that much money, and it's going to be the same thing with Daniel Jones. Like, Daniel Jones was going to have to take that next step and next leap. Unfortunately, there might have been other things that happened that he wasn't able to, like offensive line play, whatever it was, wide receiver 2, 3, whatever it is. But Brock's going to have to kind of run the show, and they're going to need Christian McCaffrey very, very badly to stay healthy.
Yeah, and defensively, Fred Warner had some issues last year. He was hurt a little bit. We talked about Bosa, my guy from Middle Tennessee, Jbaird Ward. I know he's a free agent. Some teams like New England looking at him as well. I think the Niners are really good. I think they're going to have some talent. I think they're going to be back in 2025. Can they get back to that Super Bowl level where they win a couple times? I don't know. NFC's sort of caught up to them, so we'll keep our eyes on the Niners. But we love what the Commanders are doing here, man. Trying to get back to another NFC Championship game, this time get over the hump and get to their first Super Bowl since, 1991? That year?
Hey, Commanders.
We did all that, and we didn't even say one of the best tight ends in NFL. George Kittle's an absolute beast. So
yes,
they're going to have to find a little bit more in the pass game with him, too, as well. Like, he's just going to – everybody's workload is just going to have to be amped up a little bit with the absence of Deebo.
Fair enough. All right, guys. That first quarter got a 14-0 lead here. JB with the black hat on backwards, about to score again inside the 2, maybe to the 1, as we start the second quarter here. That first quarter brought to you by good friends, Black Seed Brothers. Yes, check them out online at myhealthstation.org. Black Seed Brothers, man, love what they're doing out there, man. Tyrell and his beautiful wife, trying to get Harlem and everywhere else in New York City, man, trying to help people get healthy, man, and also have some nice, sweet treats, man. Folks, welcome to Harlem's sweet slice of black-seeded watermelons. That's right. You heard it right there with the watermelons. Each seed rooted in history. We're talking about rooted in deep Southern history and Southern tradition down there, myself being a Southern gentleman there. And it's packed with health and filled with happiness. Black Seed Brothers bringing you the community, their favorite natural Southern Suites, also with their health stations on wheels, and you can check them out on wheels with the health station there at 139th Street and Lenox, and they're open 24 hours a day. Check them out online, myhealthstation.org. And we're back here live at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Yes, the Golden Eagle, it has landed here. Beautiful Mexican sports bar here in the middle of downtown Bayonne. I think you call it Midtown Bayonne right here. And Broadway. Got Jarrett Guarantano here from University of Tennessee Volunteer, starting quarterback there, and also with the Broncos and the Cardinals. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, Madden, NFL, NBA 2K Association. Got Nubyjas Wilborn here as well, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Top right-hand corner of the screen, JB has the lead, 21-0. Hat on backwards, game fronting. He is doing some work here tonight live here on a Tuesday, and you can see Chandler at the bottom of the screen there. A lot of work to do playing with the Niners. All right, guys, second story here. We're talking about receivers there with Deebo Samuel. Oh, and that is picked off there. It's getting late early. We're going to go ahead and get through these topics here. Your thoughts here on Tyreek Hill. And we talked about him this season. Woo! Basically asked for a trade at the end of the season against the Jets. Well, don't want to say he traded in his wife for a second, but maybe he did. Tyreek Hill, in all seriousness, is being sued by a plus-size OnlyFans model. Now, they got together a couple years ago in 2023 in June. She says her leg was broken. He kind of crushed her with force. They were doing some offensive drills or some football drills out in the backyard. She's got a son that plays football. He flew her in, wanted to get with her, thought she was good, had some sort of quote-unquote fetish, maybe for a taller and bigger girl. She's 6'1", by the way. She is suing him for about $50,000 to $75,000, claiming that, she wanted some medical expenses paid. Now, she did say they did have sex after the incident that night, and also after that night as well. So at least a couple times after that, stayed with him another at least another couple to a few nights after that. Your thoughts here, Nubyjas, man? Tyreek dealing with a situation.
I mean,
a situationship here. With this
first of all, I guess the parameters of what's called plus size can go
She's
a lot of different ways.
6'1", 250.
Hey, man, I'm just going to leave that alone because that's a lot of different. Man, this is on TV, man. I mean,
we're looking at her. She's thick. She's beautiful. She's a good-looking girl.
I'm not saying nothing about her. All I'm saying is this happened during Black History Month. So first of all, there's already some things there. Call Dr. Umar, if you will.
Oh boy.
I mean, I got nothing other than.
Well, JB is making a house call. That's the call that he's making. Yeah, he's got another score by 4 scores. Take your time. Go ahead, bro.
That definitely does not factor into. We definitely moved on to March now.
Right.
I digress. Bad situation. I mean, these athletes really have to be more aware of who they're dealing. Good Lord. Okay. Her shirt said what? Come on,
man eater. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. And man, see, Jesus Christ. I don't even know where to go.
She's a man eater.
Other than this Tyreek Hill. How many kids? You got like 12 kids or something, man.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
No,
he's got multiple. That's all I know.
No, he's got double digits, I believe. And
that's multiple. Last time I checked, 2 or more.
Yeah, but there's difference between multiple and double digits. And so
I've got multiple too. I've got 4, man. What are you trying to say? No. I need to slow down?
No. I'm saying he has more kids. He has more baby mamas than you have kids.
I know.
I'm just saying, man. That's a different thing when you. Anyway, my point is.
Yes,
Tyreek needs to slow down and needs to be more careful. And I'm sure it's embarrassing. I guess it's probably no more embarrassing than Anthony Edwards' situation as well. Mm-hmm. And hey, man, we're in the social media era. I do feel bad for young athletes having to be in this era.
Look, there she got the broken. Is that the broken fibula there?
Come on, man. Man, stop playing on my foot, man. Man.
That was it. Man, she's on IR, dude.
I see it, but come.
Indian reserve.
Fam, what?
She's not fat, by the way. She's just.
No, I didn't say she was fat. That's why I said like plus size means different things to different people. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever. My point is, come on, man. How did we get here? And What's that? A second?
Adam and Eve. That's how we got
Man,
here.
come on, man. Stop playing on my phone, man. Jarrett, go ahead, man. I got nothing other than Jesus. This is just insane. Tyreek needs to chill out and watch who he's with. And this is how people end up in trouble, man. And I hope that woman is okay.
Yes,
I mean,
she is.
And safe. I'm sure when people know her name now, I don't need to know her name.
Sophie Hall. And
that
he's
is more
Tyreek Hill.
Right. That is more than I want to know about her.
Right.
That's more than I need to know about her.
Mm-hmm.
As far as him, he is an excellent football player when he is healthy and on the field. He clearly is fast in a lot of different ways. His speed definitely seems to precede him, if you will.
And he's good. He's good at receptions. He can catch. And part of it was he was doing the drills like an offensive lineman.
Yeah, well, that's why
he was touching these right here.
Where he needed to be touching. He just needed to be my man. Stay away. Hey, I think what did Morgan Wallen say? Leave them Broadway girls alone.
Let me get JG in here.
Leave them OnlyFans girls alone, man. Leave them alone, dog.
JG, here's the problem, Jarrett. how are you gonna sue the man? And you're wanting your medical bills paid for. You got a broken leg. And you had sex not once but twice after the broken leg, and you stayed with the guy. She said she wanted to be comforted during a deposition. Yeah. That's the only problem. I don't care what he's doing. I think it's a frivolous lawsuit. I'm gonna be right.
Why you think Tyreek Hill will comfort anybody?
Listen, they performed activities through adversity, right? She had a little injury and she had to perform through. So I can't believe how many times he's in national media over stuff like this. Like, it's almost mind-boggling. Like, buddy, get them to sign something before you do. Like, if you're gonna do what you do, get them like with NDA, something like NDA. Something. Like, yeah. Like it's like how many times has he been in national media over the past year and a half, 2 years over just different women or kids? And it's crazy. I don't know. When I read this morning, I was like, "Oh man, I have to freshen up on this."
It was a lot. It was a lot to unpack. It was a lot.
Did you subscribe to the OnlyFans?
I think
I couldn't even. I didn't.
Yeah. From what I've seen, she does pretty well. And look, I mean.
Oh, so you know about the OnlyFans? You went on the page?
No. I didn't go on the page. I did my research. Look, I'm always well prepared. I got to, give the people what they want. Like I said, the problem, Nubyjas, is the money that she's trying to recoup. And he flew you there. It is what it is. You all did what you did. You got what you wanted. He got what he wanted. Why do you need more money? He's saying that she fell over a dog, but of course she does. Of course, that's the problem. Yes. By the way, to be fair, he is claiming that she broke her leg by tripping over a dog.
Come on, man.
What?
How? I mean, I know how, but come on, man. See, here's the thing. But I will say this, though. All jokes aside, this is why you have relationships with people you trust, people who you confide in.
Right.
And if you need to pay people, it is better to pay them on the front end.
Right.
Than on the back end, which she seems to be very familiar with.
Right. Well, I mean, she got something. She at least got a flight, it looks like. She got flued out, as the kids like to say.
She about to get a whole lot of things, apparently.
I don't know. I think her deposition may have been a problem for her. She admitted that they had sex after the broken leg and again a day or two later after that.
Well, hey, man, you know, they say football players sometimes they don't notice all the injuries until after the adrenaline wears down and everything, right? JG, am I right on that?
Hey, she persevered.
She fought through, man. She
endeavored to persevere. Yes. Yes, that is true. There's a difference between being hurt and injured. I think she was hurt, and maybe she didn't like what went down. I don't know. All I know is the deposition said she waited. She admitted to relations with Tyreek multiple times after the incident. If I'm a court, I'm throwing it out. That's me. I'm sorry. So Nubyjas, what do you think here? Let's get to the ruling here. How do you think this will go down? Do you think it gets settled?
It'll get settled, but I mean,
even with her riding around, like, you know, and still.
I would imagine Tyreek Hill would not want this to go to Discovery.
I think there's pictures of her like in a wheelchair, still doing some stuff.
I would imagine Drew Rosenhaus's agent, the Miami Dolphins, the NFL are probably tired of this dude, okay? I would imagine they would be. I mean, he's really good at football because he's really fast and really talented. But at some point, this stuff gets old.
Yeah.
And sure. I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to do it. This stuff gets old, man.
You can be a little edgy here. We're not on national. We're not on TV. We're streaming right now. So
no, I'm just saying. I mean,
just be accurate. That's all.
All I'm going to say is, come on, man. Do better. Be better. Grow up. Stop doing this stuff. Because this is the part I'm about to say here is real. I've been around sports for a while, okay? And I learned from people like you, Larry. And one of the things that I've seen with athletes is teams will put up with this kind of mess until you're not good enough.
That's also as long as your production matches.
Right.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. There are guys who are able to stay in the league for longer and make some more money and become coaches, become GMs, because they're good people, because they're good dudes. And they don't do stuff with this. You know what I'm saying? That becomes public.
You'd be surprised how many do. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying that. No, as I said,
I'm just saying
that becomes public.
I'll never call anybody. I'm going to give you a quick little story, okay? 2008, Boston Celtics were the best team in the NBA. I'm in Boston covering the Celtics. People kept asking, why can't they win on the road in the playoffs? And I knew the answer, but I'll say it now. It's very simple. They were out at night. In Atlanta and in Cleveland. You know why? Yeah. Because I was out with him. I was there. We called it the Buckhead flu in Atlanta. So, you know. We call it the South Beach flu in Miami. So why can they win in Cleveland and Atlanta and Miami? Because they were out and I was with them. So.
Hey, it happens. Again, all I'm saying is it doesn't.
But they did win Game 6 in Detroit Conference Finals finally. That was their first road win.
It's a difference when it becomes public and it becomes
right.
Now, some of this is social media because
it is.
This young lady has an avenue to make this more public through social media than even in 2008. But after a while, hey, man, you got to tighten up.
Right.
Or if you're Anthony Edwards, put on a condom.
Oh, boy. Okay. JG, real quickly, what do you think this lawsuit goes? You think it gets tossed out or maybe there's a settlement?
Nah, I mean, I think she's asking for 50 grand.
50 to 75,
if Tyreek was feeling any sort of threatened, like 50 grand is like $50 to us, so he probably would have paid it. But it's so stupid that I just don't understand why he wouldn't, because I know like he has wives and he has kids. Like I don't think you would want your reputation proceeding to that, especially if half of it was true or like 90% of it was true.
Does he care about his reputation?
You still were in the wrong like 1,000% for even doing it, but yeah, his reputation with that stuff is so cooked. I see a comeback.
Okay.
Chandler, 21 straight. Yeah.
Hey, did we do the second quarter? Did we do the second quarter break, Larry?
No, but we're about to get to it now. And we're in the third quarter. First of all, we're live here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, Mexican sports bar here in Bayonne, New Jersey. That 28-21 score here.
Okay.
4:15 to go in the third quarter. That second quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. We're right here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. You can check them out online at aguiladoradorestaurant.com. Authentic Mexican restaurant here, man. Great food, great vibes, great entertainment. Awesome atmosphere here, man. You're looking at the drinks, man. Got happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., man. Margaritas are really good, man. They got everything that you need there. Located right here in Midtown Bayonne, man. I also got the patio. Mariachi shows. We showed you that early every Tuesday. DJs on Friday. On the weekends, Latin nights. I've been here for plenty of those nights, man. It gets pretty litty up in here. Check them out online, El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, or online, aguiladoradorestaurant.com. The Golden Eagle. It is landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. All right, let's get back here. Third quarter, under 4 minutes to play here, literally. CBS Sports, Madden, NFL, NBA 2K Association, CFB League here. We're live here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant in Bayonne, New Jersey. Got my brothers with me, my broskies. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen right there is Jarrett Guarantano below me. University of Tennessee volunteer quarterback, starting quarterback back in the day. Played with the Broncos and also Cardinals. Nubyjas Wilborn, the conference. Born in the A, trapped in the A, but now living in PGH, baby. The Three Rivers there in Pittsburgh, writer for SI and Sports Illustrated, SI.com. JB, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Black Hat, had a 28-0 lead. Now, only up by a touchdown. He's got the ball, though, moving in Chandler's territory. Chandler playing the Niners down by just a score, 28-21, 21 unanswered for Chandler. All right, guys, we'll keep it talking about the NFL. We saw Hard Knocks last year, right? And Hard Knocks offseason with the New York Giants. That did not go over well with the New York Giants. We saw Joe Shane. Talked about the, sort of the machinations and the contract sort of details with Saquon Barkley. They decided to let him go. You have the owner, John Mara, basically saying, man, are we sure we want to do this? I'd hate to see him go play for Philly or show up with a divisional rival like the Eagles. He absolutely did that. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Tyreek here in a second. But what get your thoughts here, guys, on Hard Knocks? First of all, reaching out to the North Carolina. Yes. Okay. Hard Knocks. First of all, there was an agreement. I guess they were talking to Bill Belichick in North Carolina because the NFL teams did not want to be a part of Hard Knocks, the offseason, the special offseason version of it. And now they pulled the plug. There was some talk a few days ago that they were going to do this Hard Knocks season with the North Carolina Tar Heels. Now they're saying that is off. They will no longer be featured on Hard Knocks. I guess reportedly some of the NFL owners were kind of a little upset about this. You're going to do this for Bill Belichick when all of you guys had the opportunity and said no. Your thoughts here, JG, on HBO and the NFL pulling the plug on Hard Knocks in North Carolina and the teams, they were taking a bit just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I wonder what the true reason was for them not going through it. Because I think for an aspect for Bill that he's thinking about is, I think that it could be really beneficial if like they could do a yearly thing for NIL purposes and being able to get these guys name, image, and likeness for recruits and players that he's trying to get even from the portal. So I think that it would have been a home run. Obviously, it would have been really interesting for a lot of people to see how Bill has changed his aspects with recruiting and how he's changed from the NFL to NCAA, the way he coaches. So I think that transition would have caused a lot of viewership. And you know how it is. Like, as soon as the NFL owners see that Bill's doing something or somebody else is doing something that they're not doing, they're probably all out of spite saying like, hey, like, no, let's continue doing the trend of only the NFL. So I wish I knew the ins and outs of it, but I think that NIL purposes and for UNC becoming a more attractive place to go to for college, I thought that would have been a really cool thing.
Yeah, Nubyjas, your thoughts. Why do you think the Hard Knocks feature was pulled and them no longer showing North Carolina?
That's a good question, man. I wish I knew, because you got to remember they got Michael Lombardi up there as the GM, who's a prominent.
Got his sons too, both Belichick kids.
Yeah, which all the way, I love how they did the graphic in alphabetical order, so his sons would be listed first, even though they're not, whatever.
They got Natron Means too. Remember the former running back?
Means, yes. I was like, oh, okay.
Speaking of running, that Deebo playing with the Niners still.
My guy Will Friend is on the offensive line down there. I covered Will down at Auburn. Interesting offensive line coach. I mean, they have an intriguing staff. I mean, the NIL has changed everything. Because Jarrett, you just missed NIL, right?
I think his last year was 2020, right? Was that your last year, Jarrett?
Yes.
Unfortunately,
did I
missed about 1 year, dude.
Well, the NIL did we know it to be today? I mean, you went to Tennessee, so I'm pretty sure we ain't gonna go there. But anyway,
they gave Nico $8 million. He'd have been all right.
Statute of limitations.
No, listen, that old NIL is not anything to do with that new NIL.
Right. That new NIL, I mean, they got going on with the portal and everything.
Yeah, it's insane.
College has changed so much, man.
Yes. Absolutely.
I would have watched this. I definitely would have watched it.
Absolutely.
I also wonder if the argument was about how many times they referenced his girlfriend, who pretty much is about the same age as some of his players.
Right. What's she, 24, 25? 24, right?
Is she 20? I don't think she's 25. I think she's right at 24.
24. Yeah. I know he's 72.
He's 72. We know that.
We know that.
Right. She ain't 30. Something like that. But maybe that was an issue. I don't know. I mean, it does look good there.
I don't know. Look at the NFL honors. Look, they look good together.
Hey, he had the rings on. He had the rings like Thanos, and then people thought she had a ring on, but then it was her cheerleading ring or volleyball ring or something. I don't know, man. The league is weird. HBO is weird. I guess they'll put some team on there who they make do it, the offseason things. I'm disappointed because I would have watched it because, one, North Carolina.
I don't think he can make anybody in the offseason edition. That's the problem. Nobody, because
then I guess they won't have one.
They have certain guidelines. Okay, yeah.
I mean, I would have watched this because, one, I'm intrigued by how Belichick would have adjusted to college or seeing it. Also, I would have loved to see more Belichick's personality. Larry, you have seen Belichick like off the cuff and laughing and having a good time. The majority of the world has not.
Big score there by JB. Back up by 2 scores. Go ahead.
So that would have intrigued me alone, just to see some of his personality, see who he is, and see how he's adjusting this. Does he like living in Chapel Hill? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Chapel Hill?
Well, there you go. I mean, there's a lot to this because college football coaching is very different from NFL coaching, man. It's a whole different ball game. It's how you got to deal with boosters. Does he meet with boosters? Does he talk to the GM and all these people?
Probably not. Probably not. Belichick's like, give me the money, give me my budget, and get out of here.
Does he walk around campus? You know, does he hang out on? Does he walk around the quad and give out pizzas like Bruce Pearl or something? Like, I mean,
well, he did. He did actually. Belichick bought pizza for all of the students, right? Maybe it was all the fraternities, if I'm not mistaken, during the UNC Duke game a few weeks ago.
Oh, did he also pick his girlfriend up from the frat party?
Oh boy.
I'm just asking. I'm asking a question. I'm just saying. Boy. She would be of the age where she could go to said party.
She's not too far removed. That is correct.
Not too far removed. That's all.
Not too far removed.
Hey, I'm sorry. You're 72-year-old man dating 24-year-old man. We got these jokes.
Yes, and you know what? I hope to be Bill Belichick one day.
You know what, Larry?
We can joke all we want, but I ain't got no problem with it.
Hey, look. Hey, I will say this. If you go spend the money,
right,
have fun with it.
There you go. You can't take it with you, man. So,
can't take it with you, sir.
He is the definition of living your best life. It's so funny. Like, he was so buttoned up with the Patriots, although when you talk to him about football and history and other teams, Bill Belichick is great. He waxes poetic about other teams and the history of the game.
Oh, he's fascinating, man.
He wants to do this because he knows he wants to put a certain positive light and shine on him and his reputation, and this is part of it. That's why he did media this past year, the Let's Go podcast, and being on with Pat McAfee. This is Bill Belichick, us.
I would love to go to ACC Media Day,
right?
Just to see, because I've done a few of those SEC, ACC, the Media Day weekends, where they bring all the coaches in. And there are all these college coaches, and then Bill Belichick.
Yep. We're going to move on here. Got a 38-28. Oh, that's a big interception there by JB. Might be able to start the game away. Real quickly, that third quarter brought to our good friends at Palanto Bakery. Look at it, right across the street right here in Midtown Bayonne. Check them out. The address, 387 Broadway. That's in Bayonne, New Jersey. You can give them a call as well. Palanto Bakery at 201-339-9001. Once again, that phone number, Palanto Bakery, 201-339-9001. Folks, you got to come by there, and trust me, you can taste all of their delicious pastries, man. I'm telling you, wonderful pastries. I love the carrot cake. They got all the desserts that you want, man. Been serving Bayonne in this area for over 20 years. Also, the finest cakes, pastries, cookies, cannolis, cupcakes. You sit all there. Check them out online. Actually, they're the address 387 Broadway, and give them a call. Palanto Bakery, 201-339-9000. We're back there live at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Fourth quarter here. Under 2 minutes to play. 38-28 lead for JB with the black hat on. Real quickly, guys, get your thoughts here. Saquon Barkley signing the richest deal ever for a running back. 2 years, about $41 million and some change. So he's going to be making over $20 million, 20.6 to be exact with the AAV. I love this. Running backs do have value, and the length of it, JG, is just perfect. I'd be willing to give a running back $20, $25 million a year for 2 or 3 years. And before they hit, preferably age 30, 31, before there's no, tread left on the tires. Love what the Eagles are doing. He deserves it with that 2,000-yard season he just had this past season, and now he's a Super Bowl champ, JG.
Yeah, awesome. I think awesome decision by the organization, right? you do that for people that you know are really good players and players that are just starting out with success, right? Like I feel like Saquon's somebody that isn't going to just, you know what, all right, I just won a Super Bowl, I'm just going to take my time off, I just made my money. Like I think that he's somebody that wants to get better and better every single day, and like that just shows his demeanor. So I think keeping him happy and allowing him to continue being the player that he's even going to be, I still don't even think that he's maxed out. I still think he's still growing because he's still a young guy. I thought it was an awesome move. Obviously, they had to get rid of Darius Slay and some other pieces probably in order to do
Bradbury.
Yeah. So all in all, Saquon Barkley's probably the best player in the NFL right now. Keep him happy. He's definitely at least going to have another, I would say, if he stays healthy, another really good seasons, especially behind that offensive line.
Did you just say best player in the NFL? Not best running back. You said best player. That includes guys like you, signal colors. You want to amend that, or are you good?
I would Pat Mahomes maybe 1A, and then I put in Saquon probably.
Oh, Deebo's last touchdown was a 49er.
This game's bonkers, man. Chandler has fought his butt off here. Go ahead, continue what you're saying, JG, because I respect your opinion. I thought this was a quarterback's league, bro. You're a quarterback, man, right? Those are the guys making. What is Dak's cap hit this year? It's like $90 million, like 89.
It might be like 80. Might be like 80
it's like 89.
No, but if you're looking at it, seriously, like there's not any reason that he wasn't the MVP, right? He almost set a rushing record. Mm-hmm. What else do you have to do in order to be the MVP of the National Football League, right? Like he single-handedly, like I'm not single-handedly, obviously it's a team effort, but he changed the course of the Eagles' whole season with his.
You seen the bias? Right? Popping his knuckles. I can't wait to get in here. Go ahead, JG. Finish, man.
No, listen. Saquon to me definitely should have won the MVP, and to me,
he's been on that train.
At least a top five player in the NFL.
So you would only take our guy with Kansas City, Pat Mahomes, right now over Saquon. You'd have Saquon number 2? If you were doing like your own top 100, you'd have Saquon number 2?
You know what's upsetting? The thing that's upsetting is running back is such a position that's precedent on offensive line play, and it's more evident.
Yeah,
than
it is predicated on that. That's true.
Right, like you look at it, and what has he done with the New York Giants? Right, he had probably 2 really good years. The rest of them were up and downs, injuries, battling, but nothing to the productivity of what he just did with one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. So putting running backs and being able to play, like them paying him $20 million was very indicative of how they feel with him as a player. But also, I don't know if other running backs should be looking at, all right, I deserve this. Like James Cook is probably going to be sitting there like, hey, like I'm probably a $17 million running back. Like,
right.
I don't know if that's the case, but I don't know if he just changed the market for running backs. I just think he's different than almost all of them.
Well, I think he was making about 13, right? He's had 3 years in like 36, 37. So it's somewhere around there, around the 12, 13 mark. And now, well, Christian McCaffrey is making like what, 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there? He's the first one to crack 20.
Yeah, he's like 16, 17. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not really outlandish for him to be up there. And
sure.
then you look at who else. It's him, Christian, Derrick
Henry. Yep.
And those are probably my 3, to be honest. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know who else you guys would put in there.
No. I mean, as far as running backs, I think that's good. Just quarterbacks, there's 5 or 10 guys I'd probably take over Saquon. No offense, because it's a quarterback league. I mean, I got to start there. Yeah. You know, like.
Listen, think about how much pressure he took off Jalen Hurts this year.
Oh no doubt. No. He's got value. Once again, it's like saying, all right, is LeBron good or is Kevin Durant good? Yeah, they ain't Michael Jordan. That's all. It's one of them deals. Nubyjas, jump in here. I saw you. Go ahead. Finish your thought, JG.
No, just with a great offensive line or a really good offensive line, if you sit there and say like, all right, we're going to be precedent on the run game this year, and you have a Saquon Barkley or a Derrick Henry, the pressure that it takes off the pass game, and if you're able to add maybe a real good wide receiver 1, I think that's something that honestly, or wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, I think that's something that Baltimore is lacking. And maybe they just might have the playoff bug, but
right.
With that, it's hard for me to sit there and say like I would pick a lot more guys over Saquon. Obviously, there's quarterbacks all over the place. You can go Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Pat. You can go
Lamar.
Any of those guys. You can sit there and say Lamar. You can sit there and say Jaden Daniels in 3 years is going to be top 2, top 3. We'll see. I don't know. We don't know sophomore slumps. We don't know anything. But right now, Saquon's one of the best players in the NFL for me.
Fair enough.
Sure, easily.
Fair enough. Nubyjas, jump in here. I know you were itching.
Whew, there's a lot there. First of all,
that's a lot to unpack.
Well, no.
But that's why he's here, damn it. He's got an opinion and he articulated it.
And I mean, first of all,
Right?
I mean, this man here, he did it at a very high level. So I obviously respect the quarterback. As again, you got to see all the field. First of all, running backs will get enough respect. And I'll even ask Jarrett this. What, other than the quarterback in the center, what player on offense has to know all the run protections, all the pass protections, all the pass patterns, other than the running back?
Maybe just the tight end, but the tight end doesn't really need to know anything else. But like you said, that's why I think that there's what I'll say is what's happened in the past 10 years with devaluing running backs position is crazy.
Well, that's changed. Remember they got on that Zoom call they had a year or two ago? Now look at these brothers are doing. I'm happy for them.
Well,
so
I mean,
when it comes
also,
to the money, I'm excited for Saquon and the rest of the position.
And also, I'm trying to be polite because I don't want to get the people riled up. But
no. Give the people what they want, damn it. Give the people what they want.
Other than Christian McCaffrey, what do running backs typically look like?
You and I.
Right. They're typically the brother.
Right.
Jarrett is a brother. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's
from another mother. But yeah.
Right. But typically speaking, you know, they find ways. It's like the same theory, and no offense, Jarrett, but it's the same theory where I feel like when they say, "Oh, well, the ball hit the receiver's hands, you should catch it." Would we say that if the quarterbacks were black and the receivers were white? Okay. Like, would we have that same thought, or would we say the quarterback should have thrown it better?
Well, I think that's a
there's
whole
lot of
nother.
there's a
Yeah.
lot.
There's a lot of
stereotypes.
That's
So I mean, but you get what I mean. But that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
But that's
No, for sure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like these type of things, right? And running back is
Black quarterback's been facing that forever.
Exactly.
Well, but not only running backs. I mean, you can look at some other positions that have sort of been devalued. Not as much as the running backs, and there hasn't been as much coverage of other positions. But look, I mean, we know. Look, the league's 70% black, so we get that. My question to you is he? Where do you rank him in the NFL as far as if you did your own Nubyjas Wilborn ranks?
I mean,
top
he's top 5, absolutely top 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's. I mean, because again, I mean, he changes the game.
Yeah, he does.
He changes everything. I mean,
so who would you put ahead of Saquon?
Other than Pat Mahomes, I'd be pushing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow. So you guys really think number 2 or number 3 in the NFL?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Maybe a pass rusher.
You guys are bugging.
Maybe you go.
You guys are bugging, man.
I mean, look, I know it's
JG, you are a quarterback at the highest level, bro.
All right, do outside quarterbacks. Let's go outside quarterbacks.
I didn't say that. See, I didn't say
said players.
I said players, and I even amended. I said quarterbacks included. Bro,
are we talking value though?
I just said
if we're talking value. He's the best value player.
Okay, that's that. Who's your top 5?
Okay, who's the most important or best?
Well, that's up to interpretation.
Man,
like
we could be doing this forever.
Exactly. That's most outstanding, most valuable. No,
I mean, we could just that alone. We could dissect it.
I can see him. Maybe I can see him top 10 for sure. Maybe top 5, but I can name 4 or 5 guys that I would take over Saquon because the position. That's all.
I mean, but with
Saquon. So
what?
Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, those guys you wouldn't take them over Saquon Barkley right now?
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Then you're gonna lose a lot of games, bro. I'm gonna win a lot of games.
It's because you're starting the position. You're just going straight quarterback. You're going straight MVP vote.
Hello.
Go.
Hello.
By who's above and better than the rest of their position.
He was valuable this season, yes, but there have been seasons where Michael Jordan won the MVP, but you gonna take anybody over MJ Hill now?
All right, look at it like
that's
this.
All. That's all.
Right, let's do this.
I'll put TJ Watt. Miles Garrett kind of had a down year, but Miles Garrett's up there.
Micah Parsons, I put in that.
Absolutely.
Chase is up
absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons, there's guys.
Of course.
No,
but you guys didn't say. You guys didn't say. Here's the problem. You guys didn't say any of those guys were number 2. and maybe only one guy's better than them, or he would take ahead of them. That's why I was like, I was taking it back.
No. With quarterback position is always going to be most valued. So like you saying any quarterbacks is always going to sit there. Like everybody's going to always know that the quarterback's like the number one position. You win and lose games by the quarterback.
Sure.
But if you have a Saquon Barkley, he takes a lot of pressure off.
You can win with an average quarterback, and some would say they did that this year. So I understand that point. That's why I'm trying to go back and forth with you guys, because this is a different point of view. I like this. I like this.
It's a trick bag, man, because, logically speaking, by today's NFL, it's a quarterback-driven league. But historically in football,
right,
you get you a running back. And because let's be real, because the running game is coming back. Because here's the thing.
Name other NFL teams that have won Super Bowls without a great quarterback. Ravens in 2000. Why? Because their defense was great. Bears, 85. Defense was great.
Well,
91, Mark Rippon, maybe. Maybe Mark Rippon. I would say John Hostetler. Yep, sure.
Okay, no. Okay. Eli Manning.
But he played well in those games.
Yeah,
and he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
You can't say played well in those games.
Well, he didn't. But
Eli Manning
wasn't a top 5.
Eli Manning.
No. As many interceptions as picks. As touchdowns. I'm with you on that. I think he's a fringe Hall of Famer. Definitely not first ballot.
He also had a 500 record.
Yeah, and the other seasons besides the Super Bowl seasons, I don't think he won a playoff game.
Because it's real.
You're right. I'm with you.
In the era that Eli played in, I put 10 quarterbacks ahead of him easy.
Okay, that's fine. All I'm saying is that's 5 quarterbacks. You know how many Super Bowls we've had?
I'm pretty sure I can go through.
You know how many Super Bowls we've had?
I know, but I'm pretty sure I can go
59.
through.
Congratulations. 10% of them did not have great quarterbacks.
How good was Bob?
Bob Greasy was a freaking Hall of Famer back in the day.
Okay. Then listen.
Joe Flacco.
I'll give you that. He had an MVP type year, though. The year they won it, right?
Oh, he had a very good.
Went to New England and won. Went to New England and beat them in an AFC Championship game. I was there for that.
Colin Kaepernick was the starting quarterback.
Didn't win one.
But he was opposite.
Okay, hold on. All right, now you got me looking at the list of Super Bowl champions.
Sure. Right. And I don't give it the 60s and 70s, because those guys were great. They were Hall of Famers in their own right.
No. We'll go 2000s.
Even the 80s, Joe Montana.
Okay. All right, Tampa Bay won 2003.
No.
They won in 2003, Tampa Bay.
I don't even remember who they had at that time. Did they have Green? No, not you.
That was John Gruden as a coach.
Right. Quarterback was your boy. No, we're number 13. Brad something.
Brad Johnson.
Yes.
Brad Johnson. All right, then you got the Patriots. All right, you got the Colts who won in 2007.
So we're just going through 2000s.
All right, so
Payne had Edgerrin James, and he had a really good supporting cast.
But he's a Hall of Famer.
Hey, look, and even with all right, for instance, the 2006 when Ben Roethlisberger won, he wasn't that guy that year.
No, but he's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
He is going to be
Hall of Fame quarterback.
Year,
Hello,
he was not that guy.
He's a good quarterback. He was a top 5, top 10 type quarterback. That's pretty good.
No. Not
you made it 05 when they won the 05 season.
Yeah, 05 season, the 2006 Super Bowl. He was not that guy.
Okay.
All right, you had an old Peyton Manning.
Still, but he's a Hall of Famer though.
He is, but that
look
year,
at his. Yeah, but that year,
he couldn't turn his neck.
Yeah, I know, but he tailed off at the end, and a great defense. Tailed off at the end, but he's still freaking Peyton Manning.
But his neck didn't even work. He couldn't even
Sure. Okay.
He had to turn his whole body.
If he was so bad, blitz him and play man. Good luck.
I ain't say he was bad. I'm just saying.
Okay. Keep going.
2008 Giants. Eli.
Yep. 2007 season. Yep.
Now, I'll give you Big Ben on that, on 2009.
2009 would have been Drew Brees. 2010. I'm going by the seasons.
No, 2010 Super Bowl. Okay,
2009 season is Saints.
That was Brees. All right, then you got
2010 Aaron Rodgers. Okay. 2011 Manning again. I was there. I know.
All right,
2012
you got your boy
Flacco. That's the one I'll give you.
Russell Wilson.
13, Russell Wilson, gonna be a Hall of Famer, was really good early on.
Okay, all right, okay. I'll give you that.
2014, Brady, keep moving. 2015, Peyton Manning, keep moving.
Old
2016.
Peyton Manning. No. That was
He's still a Hall of Famer.
He was
Bro,
old Peyton Manning.
stop it. 2016.
All right, but
Brady, keep moving. 2017. Who you got?
That was
the Eagles.
No,
that was Eagles. That was Eagles.
Who is the quarterback?
Your boy. The pass. Nick Foles.
Right.
2018.
Nick Foles.
And 2018. Brady.
That was Brady.
2019. 2019.
That was Mahomes.
2020. Brady. 2021.
This is
Matthew Stafford. 2022.
You gonna say Matthew
Mahomes.
Stafford's a great legendary quarterback?
2023. Mahomes.
Listen, this is
2024.
This is all getting to the next question.
Jalen Hurts.
This is the next question.
We gotta get out of here
because this was great.
We're late.
This was the next. This is the next and last question.
We're late.
Out of all these quarterbacks that we're talking about right now to this day, alive right now, that are playing right now, how many of them are these Hall of Famers that you're talking about? Who's a Hall of Famer playing right now?
You said a Hall of Famer or an all-time great? A Hall of Famer or an all-time great? Which one? I said Hall of Famer.
I heard you say.
Okay. Mahomes gonna be a Hall of Famer. Mahomes is going to be a Hall of Famer.
I'll say Lamar.
Lamar's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Josh Allen's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Joe Burrow's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Why?
We'll see.
Why?
Because he's good.
Why?
That's why.
Josh won one MVP.
Matthew Stafford, Hall of Famer. Who else?
Should Matt Stafford really be in the Hall of Fame?
Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer. Don't do this.
All right, we gotta stop.
Oh my goodness. Oh hell no. Matthew Stafford's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh come on.
You are bugging, bro.
He couldn't get.
You are bugging.
He had Megatron and couldn't get to the playoffs, man. Stop playing with me.
Is Saquon?
Sure. Saquon.
He had
Saquon's Hall of
Megatron.
Famer.
No. Matthew Stafford had Megatron and couldn't get to the playoffs.
They made it to the playoffs. They didn't win. They did make it to the playoffs once. They did. They made it.
It did.
Okay. He had some struggles. What does he know with LA?
He had Megatron.
Yeah, okay. He did have Megatron.
No.
Their defense was a joke, though, man.
Calvin Johnson.
Yes, and he put up numbers. You can't win in the NFL if you don't have a good defense.
Yeah, but still. Okay, but which one is it, though? You're
Yes, he's a Hall of Famer. Now, you talking about early on, he was a Pro Bowler, and he had great offense. He put up great numbers. Their defense can stop a nosebleed.
Man, we already lost.
Name anybody on those Detroit Lions defenses. Nick Fairley. That's it.
I hear you.
And Dominican Sue. That's it.
You had Calvin Johnson.
Yes, and you can. Okay, so if you have a really good receiver, you can put up numbers. Are you going to win games?
No, not a really good receiver.
Had an all-time great. And he put up numbers. And Calvin Johnson.
Numbers are cute, but also he threw a lot of picks.
Okay, you can't win. Yes. You can't win at the highest level if you don't have a great defense. It's complimentary, man.
Oh, so Nick Fairley made him throw interceptions?
Oh. No, they just couldn't stop anybody. He literally had to routinely score 40 points to win a game in October.
So the bad defense made him throw the
interception. To win a game in September, you have to score 40 points.
Okay. Well, he still threw 4 picks. So now what?
Tom Brady can win with the damn Lions, dude. They can't stop anybody.
But Tom Brady wouldn't have threw as many picks.
No, he wouldn't have. He still would have been a 500 quarterback. He would have been a 500 quarterback just like Matt Stafford. Because the defense, sorry. And they had bad coaching.
I'm just not a big Matt Stafford guy. But I mean, hey, man, we will do this.
I'm not saying he's an all-time great, but he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
I mean,
definitely. Matter of fact, Matthew Stafford, I tell you this.
So okay,
he's gonna be first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay, is Matthew Stafford better than Matt Ryan?
Yes. And Matt Ryan was an MVP. Matt Stafford is better than Matt Ryan.
Jarrett.
Matt Stafford is more talented than Matt Ryan, but if you look at career, Matt Ryan has a better career.
Because Matt Ryan, Matty Ice had a pretty decent couple of teams.
Hey,
that's
look,
all.
That's
all.
Hey, but here's the messed up part. If
y'all think Matt Ryan in a vacuum is better than Matt Stafford, please take it back.
No,
Matt Stafford's more talented.
I said right now, if you're starting a team in their prime, who are you taking, Matt Ryan or Matt Stafford?
I take Matt Ryan.
Your head. You're dead. You're dead, and you're crazy.
Matt Stafford's easily one
of the best. Thank you. Okay, we gotta get it. You guys are blowing my. Go ahead, JT. You guys are blowing my mind tonight. Holy cow!
Matt Stafford's one of the most talented quarterbacks ever.
He's talented, but that's the part that upsets me with him. He's so talented. He be throwing picks. Jesus. Okay. All right.
Yeah, early on he was a shot. He was more like.
Oh, look at this Georgia. Okay, all right. We're gonna stop. We're gonna move on. We got another topic. We gotta go. Yeah, we gotta move.
Last time I checked, Lamar Jackson ain't made it to the NFC Championship game. You tell me he's not talented? You tell me he's not a Hall of Famer?
No, Lamar Jackson's cold. That's a whole different ball.
Okay, 2 MVPs.
I hear you, but
he hasn't won anything.
I ain't gonna put Matthew Stafford. Okay, all right. We gotta move. All right.
Yes, we gotta move. Real quickly, T. Higgins. Did the Bengals do the right thing franchise tagging him? He seems a little upset about it on social media. Your thoughts, JG? Did they make a mistake here? $26.2 million is the franchise tag for a receiver. It's the second time he's been franchised, man. Franchise tag. Is this going to piss him off?
Yeah, I think that's upsetting to him. He wanted a long-time deal. He wanted something that kind of had a sign-in bonus, guaranteed money. But listen, if you're getting paid 26 as a receiver, you're getting paid top-of-the-line receiver money. So
yeah, you're not going to be in the soup kitchen.
Yeah, you might as well turn that frown upside down. But hey, listen, next year, this is the last time they could do it. Next year, we'll see. He'll probably be on the Patriots or somewhere that are really going to pay him high, big money. So take the 26 and be happy. But I don't like the Bengals doing that. The Bengals should have probably tried to figure something out if they really wanted to keep him. Well,
so that's the thing. He called cap on it. That's what he captioned on social media. The Bengals said they're going to do everything to try to keep him, Nubyjas. Is this the right way to go? Real quickly, like 30 seconds.
Man, the Bengals are garbage. You know that. As an organization, staff, label, and crew,
if
you're down with the Bengals, you garbage too. I mean, they have been lucky because they were so bad for so long. They drafted all these good players because they had all those high draft picks. They were terrible through the early 2000s after Chad and them left. And they got good players and they only want to pay them. Shameful stuff here. Because that's what they are. As an organization, historically, Mike Brown is one of the worst owners of all time. In sport, he continues to prove it over and over again. They're cheap, they're lazy, they're ignorant, and it's tiring. Now, hey, he's going to get $26 million, and that's more money than I'll ever see in my life. Good for him. God bless him. I hope he does well. I hope he goes somewhere else and really gets a real bag because the Bengals are trash, garbage. And it's a shame because Cincinnati's actually a decent city with wonderful people.
Right.
And they deserve better.
And Skyline Chili. Skyline Chili, right?
Well, I don't know about the Skyline Chili. It's not, I ain't give with the spaghetti, yeah, nah, we're not doing that. But shout out to the Over the Rhine district, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But Cincinnati Bengals, Mike Brown, terrible owner. That man has a special place next to the bad owners in sports and the hot place, if you will.
He's not going to hell. Come on. Stop.
Well, I'm just saying.
He's a bad owner. He ain't going to hell because he's a bad owner.
Well, there's other things. We'll
okay, I was about to say maybe there's some other things. All right, guys. Game's over. It's been over for a long time. You guys got me riled up. I mean, that's the first time JJ got me a little riled up. I was literally taken aback by you, JJ.
Saquon's a top. I take Saquon's top 5 still, but
hey man, Saquon's a special player, man.
I can see around 5. I can see 1 or 2. That's that fourth quarter brought to you by good friends at Jerky's. Check them out online, jerkysnj.com. They're located in Elizabeth on 11 Broad Street, man. Folks, listen up. It is time to level up your game, man, with the Caribbean fusion, Jamaican and Haitian fusion there. JerkysNJ.com, man. You talk about flavors colliding, flavors hitting harder than a game-winning touchdown. You got the grill, you got oxtails, you got the jerk chicken, the rasta pasta. It's all right there. And the chopped cheese, everything you need right there. Check them out online, JerkysNJ.com. All right, let's get out of here. Before we do, let me go ahead and bring in my brother from another mother. Interesting game there. JB got up to a huge lead. And then Chandler showed some fight. JG almost made you look like a prophet, man.
I saw that 28-0. I almost threw up a little bit. But the way that Chandler fought back, that was one of the best games I ever seen. Yeah, that was dope. Chan, listen, next time I got you. I appreciate the effort. JB's a monster. Really good game. Great comeback. I know JB had a little bit of a sweat going on towards the end of the game. I know. I felt it. Felt the heart pounding a little bit.
He did. Let's go ahead and bring in JB. Let's go ahead and get him out of here and get everybody out of here. JB, your thoughts here, man? Up 28-0, if I'm not mistaken, right? How are you feeling? And what allowed him to get back into the game? And then ultimately, how were you able to shut the door?
I mean, honestly, I dropped a couple picks, which I was like, whatever. Because then at a point, I just stopped playing good defense. He was killing me with the jet sweeps. But then I had 2 drives before half where Jalen Hurts just couldn't make a throw. And it was, I mean, he got 2 free scores out of it right before half.
All right. Well, good stuff, man. Hey, you're moving on to another Super Bowl, dude. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks, man. Have a good weekend. Take care of everything, man. And we appreciate you playing in the league. Before we get out of here, let me do this. Let's sign up for CompeteForever.com. Let's do this real quickly. Let's get ready for CompeteForever.com/Madden League, guys. If you want to sign up for the league, it's free entry, ages 13 and up. It's all online. You can win cash and other prizes. Once again, it is free 99, folks. Free entry, ages 13 and up. Go online right now. Join us at CompeteForever.com/Madden League. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, X, and all these other platforms, Bally, Stadium Sports Network, Watch Stadium Sports App, all these other platforms. Join us now, CompeteForever.com/Madden League. There's no MCS, correct? I think the MCS is over. Madden Bowl is done. Fancy won the Madden Bowl on Monday. So Madden 26 will be the next time we talk about the MCS EA Sports Madden Championship Series. All right, before we get out of here, guys, that fourth quarter, this postgame show brought to you by our good friends at River City Gaming. You can check them out online right there, GameWithRC.com. They're located in Rahway, New Jersey, right now, front of downtown Rahway, New Jersey, right there on Main Street. Check them out online, GameWithRC.com. Huge gaming center, man. Plenty of games there, man. You got sports games, and also you got the video games, man. You also have VR, virtual reality. They got all the things that you want when it comes to the gaming, man. They got consoles, Xbox, PS5, and also PCs as well. Play Pop and Shot, our air hockey. They got pool tables, everything that you want there, snacks as well. And they're open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, Sunday through Thursday, open from midnight to from noon to midnight, and then Friday and Saturdays they're open from noon until 2 a.m. 7 days a week, man. 3 different tiers, man. You can go in the morning, afternoon, or at night, or all day. Check them out online, GameWithRC.com. All right, guys, it's been another great show. Let's go ahead and get out of here. We'll see you on Thursday, guys. We're going to be doing NBA. Talking NBA 2K. That's going to be fun. So, Nubyjas, we'll see you on Thursday. JB, we'll see you in a couple of weeks, man. Good stuff. Great win for you for Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI.com. Jarrett Guarantano from the quarterback, University of Tennessee Volunteers, and NFL, the Broncos, and the Cardinals. We'll see you guys next week. But we'll also see you on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here. Going to do it here live from El Aguila Dorado Restaurant in Vail, New Jersey. Guys, have a great week. We'll see you on Thursday. We're talking hoops, baby. Leave it. See you guys out here.